have a cover stitch machine? Do you love your cover stitch machine because it's so awesome to get those fancy professional stitches right on your knit clothes? But do you hate when you take it out from under the machine and all of your stitches, boop, 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 they come out because it didn't lock in place? So frustrating. Well, then this tip is for you, my friend. Today for Tricky Thursday, we are going to be talking about how do you on your cover stitch machine lock it in place so it doesn't undo all the work you just did. Come on, let's dive in. Hello and welcome back to my channel. If you're new around here, welcome back. If you have already joined us before, my name is Trisha. I call myself your pattern nerd friend because I love sharing about pattern making, but I also love sharing about sewing as well. And this is my little corner of the internet called Creative Costume Academy because of my experience working in the entertainment industry, making costumes for big theatrical events. Today, we're going to be talking about this little handy trick I learned for my cover stitch. And for those of you who have already invested in a cover stitch and you love your cover stitch is where you have the two solid lines on the front and then it has that really nice clean finish serge in the back. It works really great for knitwear or adding that really professional looking touch on your garments. And I didn't invest in one until I started making all the Blue band clothes and everything had to be cover stitch. I was faking it for a while with my double needle that you can get at any fabric store, but it's an extra step. And so I finally upgraded to this lovely gem right here, which is my Pegasus industrial cover stitch machine. Now this trick will work whether it's an industrial cover stitch or a domestic. So don't fret if yours is a domestic, this trick should still work. So as I mentioned in the intro, when you start getting into cover stitch, and honestly, I was dealing with this for the longest time. When I purchased this machine, I asked the guy, like, how do you stop it? How do you make it so it doesn't come out? And what he shared with me was, well, you need to make sure your needle's at a certain height, and then when you pull it, it'll lock it in place. And sometimes that would work, and sometimes it wouldn't. I discovered this little trick that I want to share with you today because it has helped me every single time since I've learned it. So if you do have a cover stitch machine, you need to know this. So this is how to lock your stitch so that you won't be undoing your stitch when you go to pull your work out from under your machine. Let's get a closer look so you can really see what's going on. So as you would start any stitch, you just start sewing. Yay, 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 I'm sewing. I'm gonna keep going a little longer. Okay, I wanna stop. I don't need a cover stitch anymore. So you do wanna make sure your needles are up, obviously, or else you're not gonna be able to pull the fabric. So this is what the guy told me. Wait until, they're about to go back down again. And so I always kind of get the needle to the highest point. Here's the magic. I use a tweezer. You can use an awl. You could use your scissors if you wanna get in there, but you lift the foot. You wanna get something that you can pull these threads. These are your top threads towards the front. Once you've got them pulled towards the front, then you cut the threads. That's it, folks. Then when you pull this away from your machine, notice how none of the stitches came out. And if you really notice, there were the tails of those two threads, but when I pulled it away, it actually pulls those threads to the back, locking it in place. So that's it. That's all you have to do to lock your stitches with a cover stitch. We'll do it one more time just so you can really see what I'm talking about. Okay, I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna raise my needles. I'm gonna get my tweezer. I'm gonna pull my threads out, cut them, pull. The threads have pulled to the back and we have a stitch that is locked in place. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. I mean, that was so easy, it was almost like cheating, right? Am I right? And it works every time like a charm. Those threads that you pull to the back, you could even do like an extra tailor's knot. Really make sure they're not gonna go anywhere. But all the times I've used it and I've done it with this method, it's really been locked in place and I haven't had to worry about it. I hope that helps you in your cover stitch adventures. This one's short but sweet, but that's all we need, baby, right? Thank you so much for watching this week's Tricky Thursday. Please remember to subscribe, share with your friends. Please like this video if you found it helpful. That really does help me as a creator get more of this information out so I can keep sharing all of these tips with you. If you are interested in pattern making, you've been curious about it, you want to try it out for free, I hope you will check out my free pattern masterclass, which is linked down here at the bottom. Easy to access, completely free, no commitments. Try it out. And then if you're ready to dive in, you can join us over at Pattern Making Academy, which is a very awesome school. Do in your own pace, cancel it at any time, learn pattern making the fun and easy way. And you can find out more information about that at learnpatternmaking.com. That link is also down below. That's all for me today for Tricky Thursday, and I'll see you next time.